Welcome to Build My Town, a constituency building game developed by C4 Center. In Build My Town, each player is a member of parliament for a Malaysian constituency. Before you get started, YB, you'll need to jump straight into the rules. First, MPs have to set up two decks, an action deck and a money deck. The action deck consists of cards such as these: hidden agenda cards, event cards, reform cards, and development cards. The money deck, on the other hand, consists of, money cards. Now with both decks set up, we can finally begin the game. Here, each MP receives 7 cards in total, with 5 coming from the action deck and another 2 coming from the money deck. Once each MP receives their hand, we can now enter the draw phase. In the draw phase, MPs have to draw 3 cards from either deck. This is how we draw 3 cards during the draw phase. Now with the draw phase out of the way, we have the action phase. MPs can do one of 5 actions here. The first option is to build a single development. Development cards are cards such as these, with 4 categories, namely public amenities, environment, sports and culture, and mega projects. Developments add up to the total points that each MP obtains and are purchased with money cards. Here is an example of how a development is built in the game. As you can see, the durian located at the top left corner of each development card indicates its value. Thus, 1 durian is equivalent to 1 money card, meaning that this development costs 5 money cards to build. Money cards are the in-game currency used to purchase developments. Money cards are split into clean money and dirty money. The usage of the different types of money cards will be affected by certain in-game events. Besides that, it is down to the integrity of each MP in deciding whether to use dirty money or not. So spend your cash wisely. Option number 2. Play up to 2 event cards. Aside from building developments, MPs can also choose to play event cards either on other MPs or to benefit themselves personally. Event cards have their stated effect on the bottom of each card. In this example, the Sheraton Move card has the ability to force players to pass their hand to the MP on their right. Let's see how the Sheraton Move card is used. The third choice in the action phase is to table up to 2 reforms. Reform cards are cards that can change the rules of the game. Once played, they are voted on by players to decide whether the new rules or effects come into play. Once a reform receives a majority of votes, it is passed. Each reform card has a stated yes or no effect that has different outcomes for each player. In this case, the MACC reform card will ban the use of dirty money when passed, while forcing players to discard a random action card if they vote no. Let's see how a reform is voted on. Now in option 4, players can choose to discard 3 event cards in return for 1 money card. However, note that money cards cannot be discarded. The 5th and final option during the action phase is for players to pass their turn. The final card type that has yet to be mentioned are hidden agenda cards. These cards can boost the points of each player come the end of the game if their objectives are achieved. Here, the Clean Spender card allows MPs to gain an extra 4 points if only clean money is used from this point onwards. So with that in mind, you might be wondering, how does Build My Town end? Well, the game ends when a player reaches 7 developments built. This will immediately force the game to enter its final round. Once the round ends, MPs calculate their total points based on the value of each built development. In this example, the total developments are worth 26 points. There are other circumstances to factor in relation to scoring, so please refer to the instruction cards provided. Having heard all this, you are now ready to be an MP and build my town. So what are you waiting for? Start building now by purchasing the game from C4 Center's website or by scanning the QR code displayed now. Thank you and all the best, YB.